Hi and welcome. I'm trying to learn biographyology. Today Darius the First, and after we've done it, we're gonna do martial arts basic training. And if you participate in the martial arts basic training, then it's at your own risk. Now let's just read the whole thing about Persia, where Darius the First is mentioned. Iran is named after the Aryan people who began settling there around 50,000 years ago. 17,000 years ago. Two Aryan tribes, the Medes and the Persians, soon became dominant. In 670 before Christ, the Medes under King Cyaxares joined forces with the Babylonians and finally overthrew the Assyrians. Okay, that was King Cyaxares who overthrew the Babylonians together who overthrew the Assyrians with the Babylonians. Then 100 years later, the Medes themselves were overthrown by the Persians. And the Persian king Cyrus II was the grandson of the king of the Medes, Astyages. Okay, I think we're gonna pick that thing up, that the Persians, that in the area of today's Iran, there were the Medes and the Persians. And within 550, the Persians under Cyrus II overthrew the Medes, and Cyrus II became the king. Cyrus II had an army of horsemen and very skilled archers. He went on to establish a great Persian empire after conquering Lydia and Babylon. We're going to add it also. In the area of where Persia was in today's Iran, there were the Medes and the Persians. And the Persians in 550 before Christ overthrew the Medes, and the leader of the Persians, Cyrus II, became king of whole Persia. And he created then the Persian Empire by conquering Lydia and Babylon with an army of horsemen and archers. Now, the Persian Empire was ruled by the Achaemenid family until it was destroyed by Alexander the Great in 330 before Christ. I don't think we have to mention that to Darius I. Under the rule of Darius I, the Persian Empire reached its greatest extent. That is for us. Darius, who called himself Shahanshad, which means King of Kings, introduced gold and silver coins and also brought chickens to the Middle East. Okay, Darius the Great ruled Persia from 521 until 486. Do we say it exactly, or do we just say 500 before Christ? In a way where we're talking about just, where we're preparing a presentation about Darius I, we should say 521, 486. Okay, 521, 486. 550 was the overthrow of the Medes. So the same. 521, 486. Now, and under him the Persian Empire reached its greatest extent. He introduced gold and silver coins and also animals like chickens. He called himself Shahanshad, which means King of Kings. Shahanshad. Shahanshad. Okay. Shahanshad, 521, 486, introduced chickens and gold and silver coins. Under him the empire reached its greatest extent. It was basically established for Cyrus II, but we're going to explain it chronologically. Cyrus II, who overthrew the Medes in 550 before Christ and then expanded the empire by conquering, conquering Lydia and Babylon with archers and horsemen. Darius built a famous road system. Okay, so it was not by Cyrus II. Okay, that was by Darius I. Darius I built a famous road system and split his empire in 20 satrapies. Region called satrapies. Satrapies. And they were ruled by a satrap. Okay, Darius 521, 486, gold and silver coins, chicken, and also Shahanshad, King of Kings, split the empire in 20 regions. Satrapies ruled by a satrap. King's ears were officials who traveled around the empire and reported any trouble back to the king. That is also, we're going to include also for Darius I. And he also had people called King's ears, and they were traveling around the empire and reporting them back to Darius I what was happening in the empire. The Persians built luxuriant cities and palaces, first at Susu, then in Darius' reign at Persepolis. We're going to say at least the thing with Persepolis. During his reign, the luxurious city with palace Persepolis was built. Now what have we here? Persian priests or magi were known for their magic skills and gave us the word magic. A famous magus called Zarathustra unusually worshipped a single god, Ahura Mazda. His god's evil enemy was Al-Ramanu. Rich carvings adorned the walls at Persepolis, the great city and palace of Darius' reign. And under his reign there was also Persepolis built with a big palace in it, and there were rich carvings at the walls, at the city walls, and also in the palace of Darius. Could we have all the information together? Can we say in the Darius the First, the region of today's Iran, southeast of Europe in the Middle East, southwest of Asia in today's Iran, there was Persia. 550 before Christ, Cyrus II, the leader of the Persians, overthrew the Medes. And the Persian Empire was established by Cyrus II, who went then on conquering Lydia and Babylon. And now 521, Darius I became king, and he ruled until 486 before Christ. And under him the empire reached its extent, introduced chicken and also gold and silver coins. He called himself Shah, which means king of kings. And the empire was split into 20 regions called satrapi, led by a satrap, and you had also king's ears, who were traveling around the country and reporting back. And also the cities with great palaces built, for example, Persepolis. There's certainly somewhere in Petropolis. The Acropolis. Persepolis. Oh! No, it can't be Greek language, but where does the name Persepolis come from? Whatever, Persepolis. And there's also a great palace, and there were at the walls of the city Persepolis rich carvings, great carvings of depicting things, and also at the palace there. Do we even mention the thing with the priests? Persian priests or magi were known for their magic skills and gave us the word magic. This is not really part for Darius I. We're gonna do another presentation about Persia, and there we include that. But I don't think about Darius I we have to have it. But maybe they save it here because this was an important thing of the reign of Darius I. Maybe we include it. Darius I in the cities, and there were also priests called magi, and they were known for their magic skills. Okay, let's try it. I'm going to start the second camera. It's actually a lot. Darius I. Now there's today's Iran, that is in the Middle East, so southeast of Europe and southwest of Asia. In the Middle East there's Iran. And 2,500 years ago there was Persia. 550 before Christ there was Cyrus II, the leader of the Persians, and he overthrew the Medes. And when he went on conquering, he conquered Lydia and Babylon, and through that the Persian Empire was established. He had horsemen and archers, and that established the Empire of Persia. And when 521, Darius I became the king. He was the king until 486 before Christ. He called himself Shah, which means king of kings. And he introduced gold and silver coins, and also the chickens introduced. Now, and he split up the country Persia into 20 regions called satrapies, all led by a ruler called satrap. And he had also king's ears, people called king's ears, and they were traveling around the country and reporting to him what was happening in the country. During his reign, luxuriant cities and palaces were built, for example, Persepolis. Their great palace was built, and the walls in Persepolis and also the walls of the palace are adorned with rich carvings. And there were also priests at the time. They were called magi because they were known for their magic skills. Now, that is according to Miles Kelly's World History, page 100 and 101. I think that was all. I'm going to stop a second now. And that was the biographyology part to Darius the First. If you were here for my biographyology Darius the First, you can go to the next part of biographyology. We will either do Joseph or Saint Anne or Minerva or Shang-Wu. One of them or someone else. If you're here for whatever that name is, the martial arts basic training, then it's very honest. If you participate in the martial arts basic training, then it's very honest. One leg up, you have just 5 minutes, and point with a foot down. And the other leg up. And now to the side, and point the foot down, switch inside the leg. And to the other side. Worked fast, so one more. Pull the toes in and move the leg from left to right. Other side, the garden people. And now to the lunges, come in front, and the back, and with your leg. Front, back, again in front, back. Last time. Now, bring one leg up, back, and then again, the shoulders not low. Now let's actually the frog. Another frog. So knee up, and the outside, knee up, and in. And over. One more time, frog. And now stretch kicks. One hand out, kick against it. And out, kick against it. And hand out, kick against it. Hand out, kick against it. And outside, hand out, kick against it. And hand out, and kick against it. Let's continue with Christian kicks. On leg up and back, up and in, up and back, up and in. And now the front kicks, lunge kicks, whatever. We're going in front, I'm going to kick now close to the camera. So we're going in front, and we're kicking right in front, and back. And with the other one in front, lunge, and kick in front, and back. And left foot in front, lunge, and kick in front. And again back, and right foot in front, and kick in front. And now, squat kicks. So we're going down in the squat. Coming up, kick to the side. And down, and down. You can do a wider squat. And last 2 times. And now, swing kicks. Swing in front. Over to the side. You can do 3 steps in the middle. Or swing over. And again, foot to the outside. Up. And again. And up. No more 2. And I think these were all the kicks. So now, 10 push-ups, 12. Let's do 12. 12 push-ups. Hold the hands underneath the shoulders. And cut down, bring the elbows close to the rib cage. That was the first one. And now the second one. And the third one. Number 4, 5, and number 6, and 7, and number 8, and 9, and now number 10, and the last one, the number 12. Now that's stretching, hiker's hilltop stretch. The heel onto the ground, and pull the toes in. Bring the foot to the left and pull the toes in. Foot to the right and pull the toes in. In the middle, and move again the leg from left to right. Pull the toes in. Other foot. Pull the toes in. Put to the right and pull the toes in. Pull to the left and pull the toes in. In the middle. Move the leg from left to right. And now the legs. Yes, legs to the side. Breathe in and out. And out. Again in. And out. Breathe in close legs. And out. Right, that was the martial arts basic training. Thank you very much, and until next time.